So today we're going to share how Crowing Energized was able to save Christmas by bringing our resources and skills to the North Pole this year. The story begins in the land of Brainerd Lakes, where 5 community health workers will see if they have what it takes.
The Crowing Energized team sat at their desk, working and working without any rest, when suddenly an email appeared with a candy cane crest. It was from old Saint Nick wishing them the very best.
But he had a problem, you see, a pickle, in fact. His stomach kept growing and he was getting quite fat. Crowing Energized team, as you can see, there's a few extra cookies inside of me. Not only is my stomach growing, but so is my rear, and I fear a preventable disease may soon be near.
Santa asked them to come. He asked them to hurry. They gathered their things in quite the flurry. To the North Pole they went as fast as they could, but what they saw made them stop right where they stood. Not only did Santa need their help, it seemed, but so did the elves and the reindeer, they deemed.
Kara got started with Mr. and Mrs. Claus to work through some of their lifestyle flaws. She encouraged them to be active and eat their vegetables and fruit, especially if Santa didn't want to have to keep letting out his suit.
While Kara worked educating on the importance of nutrition, Elle was sent to work on her mission. She spoke to the elves about support, gratitude, and sleep, and how health is everything. It isn't only skin deep.
Al was able to decipher not only were they stressed, but none could remember when they had a good rest. The elves every night were tossing and turning in their beds. There were too many things that kept going through their heads.
Al gave them the ever-important sleep guide. Can you believe one elf was so relieved he actually cried? We're so thankful you're here and for listening to us. This isn't something we're usually able to discuss.
Kelsey heard the discussion and she provided a solution. A workplace wellness team was on her mind to make sure their mission was completely aligned. They wrote down their goals and their wellness plans. They were all so excited they started clapping their hands.
While Kelsey continued on, Millie noticed the reindeer. They looked at her quietly and started to sneer. Maybe they were hungry. It was difficult to tell. They lifted their noses and started to smell.
Millie chuckled, for she knew what they may find. She brought with her carrots, her favorite kind. Millie was conflicted. She meant to save these for later. She planned to make soup, but her desire to share was greater.
The vegetable of the year was shared by each reindeer. Millie turned to leave, but her path seemed unclear. The weather turned colder and icier, in fact. Karen saw Millie and started walking towards her with tact.
Karen knew she needed to find Santa and talk. The risk of falls was a danger to the North Pole flock. Since Santa loves lists and checks them all twice, Karen gave him one more, one which was quite precise.
She told him about the risk of falls and how they are everywhere, outside, inside, his workshop and halls. They went to work moving things around and used the falls checklist to make sure every risk was found.
A few hours later, the team's tasks were done. They had brought health, wellness, and even some fun. For all their help, Santa gave them one magical treat. For one night only, they were able to become elves. Isn't that neat?
He captured them working and spreading their cheer across the North Pole as proof of the magic Crowing Energized plays in their community health role. He gave us this clip to share with you today as a reminder to each of you the importance we all play. Sometimes even the cheeriest need us to lend a helping hand. We're all in this together, every girl, boy, woman, and man.